How did Salt Papi go from this to this? All the attention in the content creator turned boxer talk has been on Jake Paul and KSI, but there is another name that is being overlooked that could actually possibly be a better boxer than Jake Paul. Even Ryan Garcia has nothing but good things to say about him. Introducing Salt Papi. Yes, I know Salt Papi is a nickname. So, introducing.
What's up, yo? My name is Nate and I'm a street dancer.
Salt Papi rose to the spotlight in 2021 on TikTok, gaining over 4.9 million followers to date, but things were not always that way. He started a YouTube channel back in June 2009 with big dreams, but was never able to gain any real traction. For someone that loved to entertain, he was trying to follow his passion, but he also had to make ends meet. He would work odd jobs in order to be able to put food on the table, but little did he know within 1 year, his life would be changed forever and he would never have to work a real job again. In early 2021, like millions of others, he decided to make a TikTok account. He started making humorous TikToks imitating Salt Bae's famous salt pouring technique, but with a little bit of a twist. These TikToks quickly went viral and Salt Papi began taking over the entire internet. He would begin to rack in millions and millions of views, which would lead to millions and millions of followers. With those followers, he would continue to entertain and come up with many different forms of comedy, including this infamous dance. But the most important part of all, he would no longer have to work side jobs and he could focus solely on doing what he loves, which is entertaining. The interesting part is, behind the scenes, Salt Papi enjoyed boxing as a hobby, but little did he know that this hobby would soon lead him to fighting in front of millions of people. He began taking boxing a lot more seriously as his fame would continue to rise, and on March 5th, 2022, he'd find himself an opportunity to box Hamad Jhan, also known as Halal Ham, who was also an influencer on the undercard of the Deji vs Alex Wasabi fight. Now, I could throw any two people in a ring and have them duke it out in front of thousands and it'll be somewhat entertaining. But to actually look good in the ring is a whole different battle. Now, this guy is a TikTok star. You can't get several tries at creating these boxing clips. If you catch my drift, you are live. And Salt Papi began to thrive with supreme confidence, which is step number 1 to looking good inside the ring. He was immediately entertaining, dancing all the way out to the ring, which initially had everyone laughing, but soon enough turned to cheering. Coming into his first fight, he looked like he was on a Popeye's diet with the Wendy's 5 for 5 to follow for dessert. And prior to the fight, when they were facing off, it really did not look like something special until something amazing happened. After 3 rounds, he defeated Ham, and we started to realize that Salt Papi actually might be legit. However, he wasn't faced up against anyone special, so it was just too early to judge. After the fight, Salt Papi said, "I don't like to talk, I let my fists do the talking for me." At the very least, people were starting to pay attention for what was to come, and we are about to see why they would not be let down. He had just 6 weeks of training to prepare for his first fight, but still managed to lose 11 pounds. A few months later, it was announced that he would fight social media personality Andy Warski, and the two were set to fight on August 27th, 2022. He came into his second fight in a lot better shape than the first, and he put on a show. In less than 30 seconds, he had Andy on his back with one of the most beautiful combos we have seen in YouTube boxing to date, securing a first round knockout win which immediately led to a classic Salt Papi dance in the center of the ring. And you can secure the hottest new videos by subscribing to Brain Juice, and don't tell anyone, it's free. Salt Papi fights out of the UK where he currently resides, however he was born in the Philippines, which makes me think of Manny Pacquiao. His fighting style is a southpaw boxer, and his left hook is very similar to Conor McGregor, in which he overthrows the hook. At first glance, he seems to be cocky. Confidence is definitely not an issue, but that's like his alter ego inside the ring. He shows an admirable amount of respect to his opponents and is not one to run his mouth, and like I said before, he likes to let the gloves do the talking. And let's not forget, this dude carries himself with an amount of swag that I think we all can aspire to match. But in January 2023, Salt Papi would face his greatest challenge yet. Although he came into his last fight looking conditioned, he was nowhere near as conditioned as Josh Brueckner. Brueckner coming into the fight was having success inside the ring with a 2-0 record, defeating Chase Demore and Tyler Smith. Who are you putting your money on? Papi walks out seemingly unfazed with his typical swag walk and hilarious dances. It continued inside the ring where he showed off how comfortable he is during fights. The second round begins and he lands a brutal left hook, knocking out Josh, securing his third win, making his record 3-0 with 2 incredible knockouts. I believe this is just the beginning to Salt Papi. Could he be Jake Paul's future opponent, or could he take the #1 spot of YouTube boxing? And yes, the Paul brothers somehow find their way into this, and Logan tweeted this: Salt Papi versus Jake, I need it. And he later joked that he would rank Salt Papi over Jake in the boxing ranks. And recently, Logan hinted at his return to boxing, so maybe we could see Salt Papi versus Logan Paul? I don't know. As we all know, behind all humor is some truth, and anyone fighting Papi is always subject to that electric left hook. From odd jobs to getting knockouts that make people look like Nate Robb, Salt Papi is just getting started, and we all get to watch the show go on from here. We are not sponsors or affiliated, but if you do want to support Salt Papi, we left his social media and his merch store down below.